guys. Skyrim. Welcome back, my name is Silver. And we just finished up crafting some potions. 9 a.m.
Svana, has that skooma-addled idiot Naluva paid her rent yet, or does she have more excuses?
She said she'll have it soon. She still has her job at the meadery for now, so she'll be able to pay us.
Why do you insist on defending that woman? All she does with her money is spend it on that dark elf garbage.
Just be patient, Aunt. She'll have it, I promise.
If you're looking for a bed, this is the wrong place. I don't know why I bother.
Any luck getting the marks from those men? Try and get those marks without violence, please. I don't want to be responsible for...
I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold was a mistake.
Fresh meat, Silver?
I've got your back. I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know. Lead on.
My husband Bearsy will be the death of me. He spends too much time... worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
Welcome to the pawn. Some may call this junk. Me? I call them treasures. All I have also a bit of this and a bit of that. I...
Personally, I'm not your last year, but definitely near Shroud Hearth Barrow. I know that the trinket from Nordic Ground sells quite well, but it doesn't work. Getting killed, you probably think I'm pretty proud. And I refuse to become another victim of whatever my world has.
Still here. Let's get going then.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
All meats guaranteed.
What business do college mages have in a place like Sarthal anyway? It's a place for Nord dead, not your weird experiments.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim. She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charity. Look, if I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrink. Just take my advice, and just get out of Riften as soon as you can. back and see us again.
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want? I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back to work? Yeah, what do you want? If this is about the meadery, we can talk later. Need something?
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want?
So what if I have a problem? I know how to deal with it.
I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back to work?
Maramal thinks he's so smart. Tells me that Mara will cleanse the filth from
Yeah,
my
what do
blood.
you want?
Huh.
If this
What
is
does
about the
he
meadery, we can talk later.
My Nuahara father thought he could pull my strings. Continue the Halalu
And
tradition.
what might you need? Hmm?
I left all that nonsense behind.
You look like you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap mead?
If Indaren finds out, they'll have me thrown out of the meadery for certain. So don't breathe a word of it. to
Need
me.
something?
Not a word.
I'm selling the best mead in town for cheap. Interested?
What am I going to do? I can barely afford to stay at the bunkhouse.
Yes, sirrah.
I'm going to stop. That's what I'm going to do. Then everyone will see that I'm not as useless
Yes.
as they think.
Need something? And what might you need? Hmm?
And what might you need? Hmm?
Need something?
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me? So what if I have a problem? I know how to deal with it.
And what might you need? Hmm?
Maramal thinks he's so smart. Tells me that Mara will cleanse the filth from
Yes,
my
sir.
blood. Huh. What does he know?
Need something?
Yes, Sarah?
Need something?
My Nuaha of a father thought he could pull my strings. Continue the halal
You look like you
tradition.
could use a drink. What do you say
All
to
that
some cheap
nonsense
mead?
behind.
I'm selling the best mead in town for cheap. Interested?
If Indarin finds out, they'll have me thrown out of the meadery for certain. So don't breathe a word of it to
Need
him.
something?
Not a word.
Yes.
What am I going to do? I can barely afford to stay at the bunkhouse.
And what might you need? Hmm?
I'm going to stop. That's what I'm going to do. Then everyone will see that I'm not as useless
Yes.
as they think.
Yes, sirrah.
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me? So what if I have a problem? I know how to deal with it. Maramal thinks he's so smart. Tells me that Mara will cleanse the filth from my blood. Huh! What does he know? My Nwah of a father thought he could pull my strings. Continue the Halalu tradition. I left all that nonsense behind. Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me? So what if I have a problem? I know how to deal with it. Maramal thinks he's so smart. Tells me that Mara will cleanse the filth from my blood. Huh! What does he know? My Nwah of a father thought he could pull my strings. Continue the Halalu tradition. I left all that nonsense behind. If Indarin finds out, they'll have me thrown out of the meadery for certain. So don't breathe a word of it to him. Not a word. What am I going to do? I can barely afford to stay at the bunkhouse. I'm going to stop. That's what I'm going to do. Then everyone will see that I'm not as useless as they think.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for company, I suppose I could do worse.
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want?
welcome back, Skyrim. My name is Silver. Okay.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead. Lady Maven's been developing the secret recipe for Blackbriar Mead over the last several decades. She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey from Golden Glow Estate, and specially constructed aging casks to ensure the best flavor. Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste just as good as the first. Damn it. Sorry. I'm not very good at this. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to get that right, and if she sees how stupid I am, she'll get rid of me. Yeah, fired. Sure, that's what I meant. Take a look. Come back and see us again.
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
Still here. Lead on.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from Rothpoint.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel, eh? What brings you to Balaman today?
I've got your back.
Repair? Purchase?
I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Relsa.
We aren't invading.
Lead on.
In response to Ulfric and his Stormcloaks.
Nothing like the smell of a white-hot eh?
I've heard from the snow gods that they intend to turn this place to ground.
Looking for some armor? A weapon, perhaps?
Tend to exaggerate. Try and stay calm for your own sake.
Hmm?
Looking to stay alive? Why
Jewelry
take a chance?
with
Take a look.
legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference. Hmm?
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Relda.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship. Buying and selling
Protect
fine
yourself
jewelry
right. Buy
here.
armor from Relda.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones
Looking to
over
stay
here.
alive. Why take a chance? Buy some armor and
I'm right behind you. I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
You lead. I'll follow.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Relda.
I've never seen Miol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Oh, it's you. Not here to rob me, are you? Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves' Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Well, there's Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between.
Over here.
Many years ago, I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. It was lost years ago in a Dwemer ruin. Without it, I feel almost as defenseless as a newborn. I don't think I'll ever be able to find a replacement. I couldn't ask you to undertake such a treacherous journey. It would be a fool's errand. But I see that spark in your eye. and I know better than to warn you away. Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Messinchaleft. Tread carefully, friend. Those same ruins almost took my life. I was adventuring in the depths of the ruins when I was attacked by a massive construct, like nothing I had ever seen. When the Colossus struck, Grimsever was knocked from my grasp, and I was wounded badly. It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away from the Dwemer abomination and make my way to the surface. I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember is Erin standing over me, tending to my wounds. Just stay away from me and I'll forget we had... Oh, it's you. Not here to rob me, are you?
I've never seen Mjol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Have you met Balaman? I'm his apprentice. He's teaching me all about being a blacksmith.
I'm right behind you, as you wish. Just don't forget about me. At least something good came out of it. Of course. Let's go. I've got your back. I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know. Let's get going then.
Come to see Balaman perform. Take a look. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference. What brings you to Balamon today? Repair?
Just...
Don't even think about it.
Scouts come up with any...
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Yes, my lady. That unpleasantness...
I could feel you laughing behind my back.
It killed several soldiers before it departed.
Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained house of war has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind. I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric, the leader of the Stormcloaks. Now my mother's stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection. Ulfric only cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Skyrim, and steps on anyone that gets in his way. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos, and uses it as his rallying cry. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne. All right, then.
As Jarl Layla's housecarl, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times. Indeed. There have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall. Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point. He's taking the Empire to task and making them answer for their crimes. I don't think I'll be content until Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim with the ashes of the Concordat at his feet. I'm keeping my eye on you.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel. As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the Keep. There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything. You're welcome in Riften. As long as you continue to obey our laws.
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope... While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family. With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of the treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord. Good journey to you.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel.
As Jarl Layla's houseguard, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times.
My lady, did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery? I can't remember.
But of course, tell her she'll have it. Maven is one of the...
Someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing. Well, allow me to explain. My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy. Aha! So, you're a student of theoretical applied harmonics. Putting aside Ralston's constant of universal inversion for a moment, how would you approach the problem? Draw the harmonic energy into the reagent, or allow it to generate its own field?
Yes, my lady? It's been brought to my attention that the poison, known as skooma, may be present in our city. What do you know of this?
Calipers? That's utterly ridiculous. Maybe long ago you could just find calipers in every household across Tamriel, but not anymore.
Excellent.
Hold on. You've given me a brilliant idea. Just as calipers hold materials in place, a soul siphon can hold magic fields in place. Genius! And I'm sure you've completely worked out how to counteract complete dimensional collapse, right? Are you completely insane? Swallow a soul gem? That has to be the most brilliant and unexpected solution I've heard in a long time. It solves all of my problems and keeps the field stable. Now all I need... Wait, what were we talking about?
I wish to travel about the city. Prepare an escort, please.
Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar. No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit. Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments. As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer Stirring Spoon, my Orichalcum Ingot, and my Grand Soul Gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you. Excellent. I can't wait. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are. That would help. My lady, Maven Blackbriar has sent word that she requires your seal in order to expand her shipments into Morrowind.
But of course, tell her she'll have it. Maven is one of the few people I can trust, and I'd be delighted to give her my blessing.
Yes, my lady. I will pass the good news on to her. Now where did I put those spiders?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but I strongly recommend against it.
Anuriel seems to think that seeing me on the streets might bolster the city's morale.
My lady, there could be agents of the Empire looking for an opportunity like that to have you killed. Are you willing to take that risk?
No, of course, you're right, Unmid. I'll stay here for now.
Something in my eye. Where'd you go?
At least some... As you wish. Just don't forget about me.
I know you. Where was it? Huh. Oh! You were getting something for me. Let's see. Last time I used the Dwemer's spoon was at my dear friend Bodhi's house in Iverstead. Fellstar Farm, I believe it's called. The Orichalcum ingot should still be at Winterhold at the Frozen Hearth Inn. I don't know why I didn't just take it with me. And last is the Soul Gem. I left that one in Windhelm at the White Phial Alchemy Shop. It was a good trade, too. Oh well. I have to remember. First, then summon.
At least something. Of course. Let's go.
My cousin's out fighting.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
I'm right behind, as you wish. Just don't forget about me.
Delvin, that last shipment we heisted on the Cyrodiil frontier was worthless.
This is possible. I'm distinctly heard that last one. It sounded say it was a full shipment of furs.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
Idiot. He said
Time to
furs,
face
not
the truth.
furs. They're logging caravan.
Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed.
Well,
Things are changing.
won't let Mercer hear about this with me then.
What do you call that then?
Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Of course you'll get a cut. We take care of our own. Now, if you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Get going. I'll be here when you're done. Have anything for us yet? Helga is a devout follower of Dibella and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage, and she'll cave. Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning.
There's a new guard nosing around the meadery. Can you do something about it?
He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. I'll be here when you're done.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon isn't the place.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be
You'd better
trouble.
have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. I don't know you, so we've got nothing to talk about. How about you finish the job Brynjolf gave you? Then we can talk. Until next time.
Have anything for us yet?
Last person who made trouble for Veckel ended up with a smashed head. Last person who made trouble for Veckel ended up with a smashed head. Hey, Tom.
At least some... Of course. Let's go.
Come on. Everyone knows about you and Brynjolf.
Huh? I've got your back. I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know. Let's get going then.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Buy armor from Realm. Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry? Just what you see here. Safe travels, Strider.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for company, I suppose I could do worse.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never sleep with anyone besides my good wife, Drifa.
Tell about it.
Hand what over. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Remember to give at the temple.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from rock joint.
I've got your back. I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know. Lead on.
Looking to stay alive?
Beautiful, Bob.
Why take a chance?
What do you want? With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people. Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both? If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Soon may leave us.
Riften has problems of its own. Now is not the time for exploration and discovery. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we... If you're looking to settle in Riften, there's a house for sale, Honeyside. See the steward in the keep if you want it.
I'm right behind, as you wish. Just don't forget about me.
When is it gonna end?
What would you have me do, woman? Cross the guild? Take them all on one by one?
You know I don't mean that. We need to... the way out of this. Perhaps talk to Layla.
Layla is as clueless as she's stupid. No. If anything's to be done about this. So, can I interest you in anything today? What? Oh, it's one of you people. So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this message? You're gouging me for what little coin I make, and you can't even protect yourselves? Ridiculous. Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time before you people are run out of Riften. Mm-hmm.
Bercy will be the death of me. This isn't happening.
I can't pay. I can't.
This isn't happening.
I can't believe you're doing this. Stop!
Oh my word. All the crime and corruption in Riften is really getting to him. And now that we hear rumors about the dragons, he's been very depressed.
You're doing this. Stop!
Just pay them, Bercy. Bercy's afraid that someone's making a move to take the pawn. Oh my word.
Please, I don't have anything to pay you with. Don't destroy my urn.
Just pay them, Bercy.
No! That urn was priceless. I can't believe you did that. You people are monsters. You demand payment for protection, and you can't even protect yourselves. Take your coin, and tell Brynjolf to leave us alone. Drifa? I was looking through our books, and there's an entry for spices. Says we spent
At least something good
300
came out of that trip to... I'm
What
a
is
mage, not a pawnbroker, you know.
Spices? I'm certain I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll just be here then.
You sure? It was in your handwriting. If you can't, I hope you're here for friendlier reasons now. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. I hope... Brynjolf. Chokes on his gold. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. I hope Brynjolf chokes on his gold.
At least something. Of course. Let's go.
Ah, yes. Spices.
What do you want?
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss.
Here for a room or something to drink? Show me some coin first.
Talon, another round.
I think you've had plenty, Volwolf.
Mjolnir the Lioness used to adventure across Skyrim before she settled down in Riften. I hear it all ended when she lost her enchanted blade.
Suit yourself.
If Maven Blackbriar keeps raising prices on meat, I'll have to resort to watering it down just to make ends meet. The city guard has been tearing Riften apart, looking for the source of our skooma problem. I'd hate to be in their shoes if they get discovered. No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn. How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them. Very well. Here. Take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me. Now, what did you want? I already paid you. Riften's biggest exports used to be fishing and honey until the Blackbriar family moved in. Now the meadery is the biggest game in town. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? I can't stand this city. It's impossible to make a decent living here. Now, what did you want? I already paid you.
Talon, another round.
I think you've had plenty, Volwolf. Maybe you should head on home.
You stupid lizard. I said give me some more drink, or I'll have your head on a pike.
Oh, it's you.
Suit yourself.
Not here to rob me, are you?
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff?
At least some... As you wish. Just don't forget about me.
What are you doing that for?
At least something. Of course. Let's go.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Hail, summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you?
It's you. Please, don't hurt me. Not Lady DeBella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
I've got your back. Let's get going then.
Svana, has that skooma-addled idiot Naluva paid her rent yet? Or does she have more?
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from lockjaw. vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
At least some... As you wish. Just don't forget about me.
Thanks again for delivering that ore sample.
You here for lessons like Ingen? Or did you wish to buy something? So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Yes. Yes, goodbye. Do you have any idea how busy I am? Take a look at my supplies if you must, but do hurry. I'm not getting any younger, you know. Take a look. Yes, yes, goodbye.
Any luck gathering those ingredients?
This place has seen better days, but it's not my fault.
At least something. Of course. Let's go.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Maurice, I've come to
Protect
warn you
yourself
that the
right.
Thieves' Guild
Buy
has been
armor from
harassing
Grandpa.
shopkeepers here.
I've heard. Earlier in the Sri was speaking to
I hope that doesn't mean things are going to get worse.
Beautiful bauble.
Still here, as you wish. Just don't forget about me.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
He's a good guy.
What are you talking about?
Come on, everyone knows about you and Brynjolf.
Well, everyone's wrong. Now why don't you just
Judging
shut up?
from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
To the cozy little family. I'm one. Lookouts for the guild. I watch Delvin's back.
I think you better listen to Mercer and Brynjolf first. We can talk later.
At least something good. Of course. Let's go.
Sure, Ton. You know I'm good for it.
There's a new guard nosing around the meadery. you do something about it?
Gladly. He won't bother you anymore, I promise.
Let me show you the operation. Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. What we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? I'll let that comment go because you're new here. Ask things out of turn again and we have a problem. Now, are we clear on all of this? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get it.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work, so let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin, so don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble.
If he does, he isn't telling me a thing. I've asked, but all I get from him are more questions.
What about Mercer? Have you asked him?
No, and I'm not about to run. I value my life. You may want to remember that when you say.
Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
I have everything you asked for already. I hope this deal goes.
They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke. I'll give you one good reason. Maven Blackbriar. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar meadery, which would cut into her profits. We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arangoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arangoth and bring in a huge payout. Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the Fourth Era in prison.
Your idea to start a brothel, right? Do you want me to tell you exactly what I think? Yes, please. I think if Brynjolf catches me...
Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arangoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex, and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place. Aye. Arangoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. You watch yourself on... Island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Do anything for you? Or more to the point?
Vipper, the fleet. The only man who's foolish enough to name himself after his bedroom palace.
Stupid cow. You don't know what you're missing.
I'm right behind you.
No, but I know that you're going to turn up missing if you keep up this kind of talk.
Hey, let's talk a second. It was on a job a few years back. It was supposed to be a simple burglary on a house in Windhelm. I was working with Vex, and we got inside with no trouble. We found the loot, and made our way out.
I don't understand. They were a sure thing, I swear.
Well, it was. Up until the point where we set foot outside. The house was surrounded by town guard. The client had ratted us out. Vex just tells me to run. So I did. Half of them went after me, the other half went after her.
You seem to be a bit closer to Brynjolf than the rest of us. Is he giving you any idea why this place seems...
Are you kidding me? Vex lost them in seconds. Once she steps into the shadows, she vanishes. Me? I ran. And I ran. Straight through the gates of Windhelm, and all the way back to Riften. Vex was waiting for me at the flagon when I came in, drenched in sweat. Everyone just took a look at me and laughed. Well, I'd forgotten we had our horses tied up just outside of Windhelm. Vex rode hers back, and arrived hours before I did. So, that's how I earned the name. Now keep it to yourself. I wouldn't bother smacking at those hives with a weapon. Set them on fire, and they'll go up like kindling. I'll point you to the first and last person you're ever going to need to talk to. Tonelia. She's the guild's fence. Treat her right, and she'll make you rich. Try and rip her off, and you'll have the whole guild to answer to. Come back and see me
I'll follow.
if you ever need pickpocket training. Yes?
So, friend, you were abandoned, huh?
Yeah. What up?
So, is it true bandits get
Speak, elf.
friendly with wild?
You're an idiot. Hey, hey! I want to talk to you. Now.
I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. But it was always about the killing for them. Don't get me wrong. The first few years with that clan were some of the best years of my life. All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed. We raided a caravan one spring. I think it was a few wagons with some farmers moving to a new village. They didn't put up much of a fight. All that was left were the women and the children. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek, he ordered us to kill the rest. No, we usually let them go. I refused to do it, and Garthek ordered the clan to kill me as well. Luckily, I had made some friends with the clan who immediately sided with me. We tore each other to pieces. After it was over, those of us that remained simply went our separate ways. I left his head on a pike at the wreckage of the caravan. Never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived. I suppose they moved on, just like I did. Always a pleasure.
Let's talk for a moment.
Wanted to say something to you. Pull up a chair, my friend. This is quite a tale. When I started out in this business, I wasn't really interested in the guild or being a thief. I didn't mean to imply I was earning an honest living either. With my lock-picking aptitude, I was a natural at jailbreaking. Made a great deal of gold doing it, too. It's where a client pays you to get arrested, and you get thrown into a prison for the express purpose of breaking out. Usually it's to free someone the client cares about, and sometimes to... well, to kill someone on their behalf. Either way, the trick was in the escape. That's where my strengths came in handy.
So, Sapphire, can I do anything for you?
Well, as a jailbreaker, you work alone. No guild to back you up. I do jobs for the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood, but if things didn't go as planned, I was on my own.
No, but I know that you're going to turn up missing.
The last jailbreak I attempted failed. I was imprisoned in High Rock for 3 years before they let me go. After that, I promised myself I'd never do it again. I don't know. I think I realized that out in the world, my skills would bring me more wealth as a thief, rather than an assassin. Killing someone in a jail is much easier than what the Dark Brotherhood deals with. I guess I wanted to play it safe. I already knew Delvin. I asked if I could join up, and that was that. Pull up a chair, my friend. This is quite a tale.
Come here a second.
My tale I began early.
Is this your tale of single...
I used to live in Valenwood, working at my father's winery. We made the finest wine to ever cross your lips, I promise you. We were doing well. Plenty of coin, a huge mansion, and I was even betrothed to a lovely young woman.
Get some better stories, Ripper.
Because it was dull. Every day was the same boring routine. Working at the winery, social visits with friends, parties with no one I cared about. I just wanted a little excitement. Something dangerous.
What of it? So, is it true bandits
I hooked up with a guild in Valenwood. I think they called themselves the Silver Crescents. Spent quite a few years doing jobs for them. Made a lot of coin, but I didn't care. I didn't really need it. I was running with them because it fit. Made me feel alive. Well, after a while, my father caught on to what I was doing. He confronted me one night and gave me a choice. Either leave Valenwood, or he'd have me thrown into jail. Gave me a day to say my goodbyes to everyone.
So, the ending of my tale I began early.
I ended up in Skyrim thanks to a contact I'd made when I was with the Crescents. Good old Delvin. He introduced me to Gallus, and that was it. I've been here ever since. And you know what? Despite what I left behind, I don't regret it one bit. Come find me if you need more marks. Training. You seem to be a bit closer to Brynjolf than the rest of us. Is he giving you any idea why this... seems to be falling apart?
If he does, he isn't telling me a thing. I've asked, but all I get from him are more questions.
What about Mercer? Have you asked him?
No, and I'm not about to either. I value my life, you know. You may want to remember that for yourself. Look, if I was a little harsh before, I just want you to know it's because you were new. Know what I mean? Look, I don't really know you. I don't even really know anyone here. Why do you care anyway? It's not like we're family. This is a business. Look, you want to know about me? All right, I'll tell you. I'll tell you about the time I was a young girl, barely out of her teens, living on a pig farm in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have a coin to spend between our entire family. Ate the same slop we fed our livestock. Oh wait, it gets much better. How about the fact that our farm was attacked by bandits, and that they killed my entire family who didn't even brandish a weapon against them? Here's the best part. They took me as a prize and violated me for a fortnight. Tossed me from bandit to bandit like... It's fine. I had to tell someone, I suppose. Carrying around a weight like that, it hurts after a while. Cuts you inside like a dagger to the heart. Over time, I managed to gain their confidence. Then one night I grabbed a knife, waited until they fell asleep, and cut their throats. I never returned to that pig farm, you know. There's nothing for me there. So that's my sad story. What do you think? Maybe one day. Just not today. Maybe I'll see you around the guild.
At least something good came out of that trip to Sarthal. I didn't find anything, but I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know.
What of it?
Lead on.
Yep, you know.
You're pretty tough. I respect that. Bringing in a lot of coin for the guild. You're an idiot. Go and pick some fights.
So, Sapphire, can I do anything for you? Or more to the point?
Dipper, the Fleet. The only man who's foolish enough to name himself after his bedroom.
I'm right behind you.
Stupid cow. You don't know what you're missing.
No, but I
I'm
know
a
that you're
mage,
going
not a
to turn up
pawnbroker,
this
you know.
about this kind of talk.
You lead. I'll follow.
get, you know, real friendly with
You're an idiot.
Interest you in some muck.
Hold on. I have everything you asked for all ready to go.
I hope this deal goes through. Putting quite a bit of coin on the line.
Need
And the
something?
last two you set up fell through.
I don't understand it either. They were a sure fit. I swear.
Talk to me?
You just better hope
Okay.
this one isn't another waste of my coin.
So, the ending of my tale I began earlier.
Is this your single deadly fighting pack of trolls or my fate? We four men on the same night.
Well, if you don't want to hear, that's your loss.
If I wanted to hear a tall tale, I'd read a children's storybook. Get better stories, Nipper. Yeah, I have a minute. What do you want? Yeah, I guess a minute. What do you want?
So, Sapphire, can I do anything for you? Or more to the point?
Vipper, the fleet. Only man who's foolish enough to name himself after his bedroom plants.
Cal, you don't know what you're missing.
No, but I know that you're going to turn up missing if you keep up this kind of talk.
I've got your back. I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know. Lead on.
Hey, son, you shouldn't cheat on Beckle. He's a good guy.
What are you talking about?
Come on, everyone knows about you and Remiel.
Well, everyone's wrong. Now why don't you just shut up about it?
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses. Then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here. Who knows?
Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck. You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh? I handle the burglary, shell, sweep, and heist jobs. Most of them involve breaking and entering. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs.
So, what do you think, my dear? Could a beautiful woman like you ever see yourself with an old codger like me? Oh, really?
When a client needs us to eliminate another, we don't operate like the Dark Brotherhood. We find alternate means to get them out of the way. We send you to plant some phony evidence in the Mark's house and then tip off the town guard. The rest takes care of itself. Sound like you can handle it?
How could you do this to me?
Hey, sorry. I just get jealous when I hear rumors
Fine.
about
Here's everything you need to know.
That's all they are.
Brynjolf, eh? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thicket. Without telling you which way is up. Am I right?
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Steal anything worth talking about? Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. He's a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there. It was like he was daring us to come and get him. Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded. If you're ever in need of some quick coin for items you find on the job, Tanelia is the best fence around. And besides myself, Delvin, Niruin, and Vipper can help you with any sort of training you might need to sharpen your skills. Alright, but if you get arrested, don't blame it on me. Get the job done. Get back. Alive. That's all there is to it. Back with good news, I trust? All right, but if you get arrested, don't blame it on me. If you want to get paid, keep your weapon sheathed.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege,
Pretty
eh?
angry, actually.
Don't look like much to me.
Botched the Golden Glow job. Should have been like stealing a sweet roll.
Now that you mention it, there is.
I see your wounds.
I have a buyer with, shall we say, a very odd taste in literature. Looking for some particular books.
We all know it. The question is, what's Mercer going to do about it?
I'm told they're the ravings of a madman, a wizard named Arundel, and his peculiar cravings. It's said to be spread across 4 volumes, and very hard to come by. My client is offering quite a reward for them, which I'd split with you. Then we have a deal. In his later years, Arundel moved into some ice caves known as Ingvild. He preferred the solitude in which to perform his,
I picked up some new clients and
experiments.
did a few jobs on my own, but I'm not sure if that will cover our expenses.
Only rumors. He used to have a home in Dawnstar until they burned it down.
Well, what the hell is
The
Mercer
people
gonna
say
do about
he
this
was
mess?
doing
Have you even
unspeakable
talked to him?
experiments on reanimation. Rituals only a necromancer would perform. After he made for Ingvild, he was never heard from again. Recently, a woman was found, naked and shivering along the road to Dawnstar. The only information the guard could get from her were tales of strange experiments, and Arundel scribbling in his journals. I don't know about the others, but I sure am glad to see a fresh face down here. The flagon used to be packed every night with the boys from the guild. But now, look at... Last few years have been pretty bad. I've almost closed this place up. Take a look. Until next time.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground. Why? You think it's funny or something? Oh yeah, I think so too. You're pretty smart. Hey, here. Have one on the house.
Not sure if that will cover our expenses.
Thank you, Vex. You've always been the most reliable one in the guild.
Well, what the hell is Mercer gonna do about this mess? Have you even talked to him?
Mercer is being Mercer. If he has a plan to get us out of this rut, then he isn't sharing it with
Break your fight. Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right? See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it. We're gonna get along nicely. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild back on its feet. Look around you. The flagon, the guild, it's all falling apart. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a skeever instead. Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm gonna give it you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us, I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed. I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face and turn things around down here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose.
Picked up some new clients.
I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs. The ones with a more personal touch. If break-ins are more your thing, go talk to Vex.
What the hell is Mercer gonna do about this mess? Have you even talked to him?
Mercer is being Mercer. If he has a
There
plan
are
to
all
get us
sorts
out
of
this
people
rut,
wandering
then he
around
isn't
carrying
sharing
their
it with
valuables
me.
on their person, just waiting for someone like you to pick their pocket. So, you in for a little fishing? Nice. Yeah, this is what you'll need to know.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us. All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted. I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee. Sure, how about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us.
You've always been the most reliable.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use.
Mercer is being Mercer. If he has a plan to get us out of this rut, then he isn't sharing it with me.
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. All right, then.
At least something good came out of that trip to Sar... I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know. You lead. I'll follow.
Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch Delvin's back. I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do. Until next time.
At least something good came out of that trip to Sarthal.
How are you
I didn't
feeling,
find
Max?
anything but dust.
Pretty angry, actually. Can't believe I botched the Golden Glow job. Should have been like stealing a sweet roll from a baby.
Well, I see your wounds have healed, but your pride still needs some time. All eyes are on you, lad.
I need you to do me
Don't
a favor,
disappoint
Dirge.
us.
Sure, Tun. You know I'm good for it.
There's a new guard nosing around them. Can you do something about it?
Gladly. He won't bother you anymore, I promise.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble. I don't care if you're best buddies with a guildmaster. I'll still smash it.
Huh?
So, what can I do for you today?
Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch Delvin's back.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Got a minute? Wanted to say something. My father told me he found me as a young boy in the wreckage of a ship that sank off of the coast near Solitude. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone inscribed with some sort of strange runes. No one does. I've even taken the damn thing to the College of Winterhold. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find out what it means. To the shadows. Yes?
Want to talk? Go ahead.
Talk to me? Okay. You wanna talk to me? Okay. Yeah, I guess I have a minute. What do you want? Need something?
Well, hey there. What can Sapphire do for you?
Yeah, I guess I have a minute. What do you want? Yeah, I guess I have a minute. What do you want? Need something? Yeah, I guess I have a minute. What do you want? You wanna talk to me? Okay. Need something? Yeah, I guess I have a minute. What do you want? Yeah, I guess I have a minute. What do you want? You wanna talk to me? Okay.
Back from a job, huh? Hope it went well.
What do you need? My brother in crime. What do you need?